Summary of Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. In a short prologue, Samantha Kingston, who is a teenager, says that even though many people say that your life flashes before your eyes right before you die, that is not what happened to her. Sam didn't see a slideshow of her life when she was about to die. Instead, she saw only one thing: the face of Vicky Hallinan, a classmate who Lindsay, her best friend, had picked on when they were in elementary school. Sam died because Lindsay was driving the car that crashed. Lindsay, Sam, and their friends Elodie and Ally were coming home from a party when the car crashed. Sam feels bad that she didn't say goodbye to her parents that morning because she was too busy worrying about Cupid Day, the annual Valentine's Day party at her school. It is morning on Friday, February 12th, which is Cupid Day. Lindsay calls to Sam from the driveway, and Sam runs out of the house, ignoring her little sister Izzy and her parents. Lindsay is outside waiting for Sam so she can take him to school. Next, the girls take Elodie to school and get Sam ready for her big day. Tonight, she plans to lose her virginity to her hot, popular boyfriend Rob Cochran. Elodie gives Sam a condom, and even though Sam is embarrassed and says, "Kill me now," Lindsay says that she would never let her best friend die as a virgin. On Cupid Day, younger students hand out roses with notes on them, called valograms. The number of roses you get shows how popular you are. As Sam goes through her first few classes, she is upset that she only got 5 roses while Lindsay got 22 last year. She is also upset that Rob gave her a lukewarm note with her rose. Sam flirts with her young, handsome calculus teacher, Mr. Daimler, who used to be a student at the same school. Then, Sam gets a rose from Kent McFuller, a nice nerd who was Sam's best friend in elementary school and her first kiss. Kent tells Sam after class that he's having a party that night and asks if she'll come. Sam brushes Kent off, telling him that she won't know what to do until she hears what everyone else is up to. But once Lindsay sends Sam a text message saying she wants to go to the party, Sam is all in. At lunch, Sam, Lindsay, Elodie, and their friend Ally sit at their usual table. Rob comes over to say hi to Sam and ask if she got his rose. Rob makes Sam nervous instead of happy, and she starts to wonder if she really loves him or if he really loves her. When the weird girl in the class, Juliet Sykes, walks into the cafeteria, Lindsay starts singing the Talking Heads song Psycho Killer and making stabbing motions with a fake knife. Every day, Sam, Lindsay, Elodie, and Ally hurt Juliet in this way. On Cupid's Day, they send her a single rose with a note that says, "Maybe next year, but probably not." Sam knows that they are being mean to Juliet, but she thinks that Juliet deserves it because she is a freak. The girls have never been nice to Juliet. After she peed in her sleeping bag on a Girl Scout trip in 5th grade, Lindsay called her mellow yellow and has hated Juliet with a strange intensity ever since. Lindsay and Sam skipped class after lunch to walk to TCBY. On the way, they pass a cheap Chinese restaurant where the class slut, Anna Cartullo, is eating with the class bad boy, Alex Lehman, even though Alex has a girlfriend named Bridget McGuire who is a goody two-shoes. Lindsay and Sam teased them for a short time before going to get yogurt. When they get back to school, they see Alex and Anna fighting again. This time, they are in a secret smoking area behind the tennis courts, while Lindsay smokes a quick cigarette. Ms. Winters, a teacher who hates smokers, is getting closer, but Sam and Lindsay don't tell Alex and Anna that she's coming. Instead, they run away themselves. As they run happily back to school, Sam remembers the day she and Lindsay became friends. They played a cruel joke on a girl at a pool party by throwing tampons and pads at her when they realized she had her period. After school, Sam goes to Ally's house with Lindsay and Elodie, where they get ready for the party and drink vodka shots until it's time to go to Kent's. Sam flirts with Rob and drinks with her friends at the party. She promises herself that she will always remember this night and all the good times she had in high school. But when the party was at its peak, Juliet Sykes showed up. She goes right after Lindsay, Sam, Ally, and Elodie and calls them all bitches in front of them. Ally pours her drink on Juliet, and soon everyone else who is gathered around her does the same. Sam shoves Juliet towards the door, which makes her feel bad, and she leaves. Kent has seen everything. When Sam runs out of the room to find Rob, she is stopped by Kent, who yells at her for being so mean to Juliet. Sam finds Rob and realizes that he is too drunk to have sex, so she leaves with Lindsay, Ally, and Elodie in a bad mood. The girls listen to music and smoke while they drive home. Sam can't understand what Lindsay says when she screams, and the car goes flying off the road. Sam feels heat, sounds, and pain at the moment she knows she is going to die. Sam wakes up from a dream in which her alarm goes off as she is falling. Her sister bursts into her room and wakes her up. Sam argues that it's Saturday, but when she checks her phone, she sees a text from Lindsay and sees the date. Again, it is Friday, February 12th. Sam, who is confused, tries to get in the shower, but Lindsay comes up from the driveway and tells Sam that she doesn't have time to get ready because she doesn't want to be late for Cupid Day. Sam follows Lindsay to the car because he is confused. When they pick up Elodie from her house, Sam feels very uncomfortable because the jokes and conversations from the day before keep coming up. As Sam goes to her morning classes, she notices that even though many things are the same, there are some small things that are different. She starts to think that something bigger and more dangerous is going on than just déjà vu. Sam is glad to see Rob at lunchtime, and she tells him that she's not feeling well. Instead of feeling sorry for her, he says that she is trying to get out of their big night. Lindsay and Rob both tell Sam that they want to go to Kent's party, and even though Sam doesn't want to go, she gives in and goes. That night, as the girls get ready at Ally's house, Lindsay tells Sam urgently that she needs to tell her something. Sam is relieved, thinking that maybe Lindsay is going through the same thing she is, but Lindsay just plays a joke on her by burping in her face. Sam goes to the party reluctantly because she feels more alone than ever. The whole time, she feels weak, dizzy, and scared. Sam tries to get Rob or Lindsay to leave with her so she can avoid what's about to happen, but it's too late. Juliet Sykes shows up, repeats her tirade, and everyone at the party harasses and shames her again. Shortly after the fight, Sam and her friends leave, again in Lindsay's truck with Lindsay at the wheel. Just before Lindsay drives them off the road and into the woods, they see a flash in front of the car. Sam has a dream that she is falling again, and when she wakes up, it is February 12th for the third time. Sam remembers what happened to her 2 nights in a row, and she wonders if both days were real. She feels like she is in the after-death version of the movie Groundhog Day, and she starts to think that she has died and is stuck in some kind of time loop. Sam begs her mother to let her stay home from school. Her mother agrees to let her sleep in a little bit, but she still has to drive Sam to school before lunch. When Sam is dropped off at school, she promises herself that tonight there will be no accidents, she will close the loop for good. The same things happen over and over again. Sam gets roses, Kent invites her to his party, and she goes to the cafeteria to hang out with her friends. She tells the girls at lunch that she doesn't want to go out tonight and begs them to stay in like they did when they were younger. Her friends agree. That night, everyone goes to Ally's house to eat sushi, watch movies, and sleep on her huge couch. As the clock passes 12:39, the girls go to bed, and Sam is sure that she has done it, that she has avoided death and closed the loop. Soon after lights out though, Ally's mother comes downstairs to wake them up. She just got a phone call telling her that Juliet Sykes is dead. She shot herself in her bedroom. The girls wonder out loud if Juliet killed herself because they were always picking on her, and Ally and Elodie, scared, go up to Ally's room to sleep. Sam gets up from the couch and goes down to the basement to look at old yearbooks. As she does this, she notices that Lindsay and Juliet were in every picture from kindergarten through 4th grade together. She knows that Lindsay and Juliet used to be friends, but when she tells Lindsay this, Lindsay changes the subject by saying that Juliet and her whole family are totally whacked. Sam goes back to the couch and falls asleep. She feels herself being pulled again through the darkness. Sam knows her plan didn't work before she even opens her eyes. Sam is mad at Lindsay and mad at herself for not being able to fix things. She is also mad that Cupid Day keeps happening over and over again. On the way from Elodie's house to school, Sam fights with Lindsay because she is so mean to everyone. Sam has to walk the rest of the way to school in the cold because Lindsay kicks her out of the car. Sam knows that the fight doesn't matter, and he starts to wonder if anything does. Sam skips the first few periods of school, and when she gets to calculus class, her handsome teacher, Mr. Daimler, says something flirty about how she's dressed. Sam does the same thing. When the Cupids bring Sam roses, she throws them in the trash at the front of the classroom. This surprises all of her classmates, who see roses as valuable signs of status and popularity. Sam asks Mr. Daimler if she's breaking his heart when he tells her she's breaking hearts. She flirts with him in front of everyone until he tells her to go back to her seat. After class, Mr. Daimler asks Sam to stay back. He scolds her for being so rude, but Sam makes things worse by telling Mr. Daimler that she wants him. Soon, he is kissing her and putting her on her back on a student's desk. Sam manages to get Mr. Daimler off of her, and he tells her not to say anything about what just happened. Sam leaves quickly. She wants to tell Lindsay, but she remembers that she and Lindsay are in a fight. Sam doesn't eat lunch and goes to a bathroom out of the way to be alone. There, Anna Cartullo is hiding out and smoking a joint. Sam joins her, and the two of them become close as they talk about the complicated ways that people become popular. Sam apologizes in a roundabout way for hurting Anna's social status. Sam goes to the parking lot after school, but Lindsay, Elodie, and Ally are already gone. Tara, Beth, and Courtney, three girls on the edge of Sam's social circle, approach her and invite her to the mall. Sam accepts. On the way, Sam asks them to stop at her house, where she sneaks in and takes her mother's credit card. Sam goes on a shopping spree at the mall and spends a lot of money even though she knows it won't matter. Sam buys a fancy dinner for the girls, and then they all go to Kent's party. Sam doesn't talk to Lindsay, Elodie, or Ally, but when Juliet shows up, he finds Rob and drags him into a bedroom, desperate not to have to watch the whole thing again. Rob, who is very drunk, falls asleep before they can have sex, so Sam leaves the room and starts crying in another room. Kent walks into the room and asks Sam if she's okay. He gives her a glass of water and tells her she can talk to him if she needs to. He says that the only reason he had a party was so that Sam would come. Sam says she's sorry for being mean to Kent over the years and asks to stay in one of Kent's guest bedrooms instead of going home. Sam feels safe and warm when Kent takes her to a spare bedroom and tucks her in. Sam wakes up gasping, and it's the first time he's been happy to see that it's February 12th again. Izzy tickles her sister playfully when she comes in to jump on Sam's bed and wake her up. Sam's mother comes to get them both and tells them to get ready for school, but Sam begs her mother to let them both stay home. She tells her mother a white lie that she and Rob have broken up. Sam agrees to let the girls stay home from school, but she tells Sam that she needs to take care of Izzy. Sam agrees gladly. Sam takes Izzy to Goose Point, a big rock in the woods that was one of Izzy's favorite places to hide when she was a child. Sam spends the day with her sister and is amazed by how brave and independent Izzy is. She wishes she could know what her sister will be like when she grows up. Sam doesn't go out with her friends that night. Instead, she goes to dinner with her family. It's the first Friday night in years that they've all been together. At the end of the meal, a group of Sam's high school classmates walk in. One of them is the blonde girl who gave Sam roses in calculus class. Sam figures out that she must be the younger sister of Juliet. Sam walks up to the girl, who says her name is Marion, and asks her to tell Juliet not to do it. Sam tells Juliet's sister that he is talking about a science project, so Juliet will know what he means. Juliet's sister says she'll deliver the message, but not until tomorrow morning because Juliet is out tonight. Sam goes home with her family after dinner, but she is bothered and worried about Juliet. She borrows her mother's car and drives to Juliet's house. There, she meets Juliet's parents, who seem normal, if a little sad. She tells Juliet's mother that she is Juliet's lab partner and needs to talk to her about some notes, and asks her to call Juliet. Juliet's mother, on the other hand, can't get through, so Sam leaves and goes to Kent's party. When Sam gets to the party, Juliet has already left after yelling at everyone. Sam chases Juliet through the woods and finds her standing at the edge of the road. Sam begs Juliet to get off the road, come home with him, and talk things out. But Juliet throws herself into oncoming traffic, right in front of Lindsay's Range Rover, despite Sam's pleas. Just as Kent gets to Sam, the car hits Juliet. They watch as Lindsay and Ally stumble out of the wreckage and as the police and ambulances come to take Juliet and Elodie's dead bodies away. Kent brings Sam back to her house, gives her hot chocolate, a shower, and clean pajamas to make her feel better, and then puts her to bed. Sam thinks she can feel Kent kissing her as she falls asleep, but she quickly goes under. Sam is in an unusually good mood when she wakes up in the morning. She hugs her parents and sister goodbye and runs out of the house to meet Lindsay, planning to save 2 lives today, her own and Juliet's. Sam thinks about how much she loves her friends even though they have flaws as Lindsay, Sam, and Elodie drive to school with Elodie. Sam goes to the room where all the Cupid Day roses are kept and makes a few changes. He then buys Juliet Sykes a big bunch of roses. Sam waits for Juliet to come into the cafeteria at lunch with the bouquet, but she comes in without any flowers. This makes Sam sad. Sam tells her friends not to make fun of Juliet today, but they call her a hypocrite. Sam tries to catch up to Juliet when she leaves the cafeteria, but she can't. Instead, she runs into Kent. She openly flirts with him until Lindsay cuts her off and drags Sam to TCBY. As the girls get ready for Kent's party that night, Sam practices what she will say to him there. She offers to be her friend's designated driver for the night in the hopes that she can still change the way things go. At the party, Sam humiliates Rob by making him wait for her naked in a spare room. She then sends the school's biggest rumor monger into the room and tells Alex Lehman's girlfriend, Bridget McGuire, that he's cheating on her. She feels like she's doing everything right today, and she gets ready for Juliet to come. As soon as she sees her, she drags Juliet into the nearest bathroom and tries to say sorry for everything she's done to hurt her, but Juliet won't listen. Juliet tells Sam and her friends all the hurtful things they have done to her over the years. She also says that Lindsay, not Juliet, peed in her sleeping bag in the 5th grade. Juliet waited for years for the bullying to stop on its own, but it never did, and now, according to Juliet, it's too late for Sam to do anything about it. Juliet leaves the bathroom and the party. Sam chases after her and follows her through the woods to the road, where she begs her not to jump out in front of Lindsay's car. Juliet tells Sam that she didn't mean to jump in front of Lindsay's car on purpose, not everything is about Sam. Then, Juliet jumps in front of a truck for no reason and is killed. Lindsay has been lying about Juliet, so Sam drives her home and confronts her about it. Lindsay admits that she thought the teasing wouldn't last, too. Kent went with Sam to Lindsay's house so that Sam could drive Lindsay's truck home. Now, Sam gets in Kent's car so that Kent can drive her home. When they get there, Sam says that her short car ride with Kent was the best part of her whole day. They kiss, and Sam feels like time stops. Sam wakes up on February 12th, the 7th day of the time loop, and realizes that it was never about saving her own life, at least not in the way she thought. Sam tells her parents and Izzy goodbye, knowing that she won't see them again. As Lindsay, Sam, and Elodie drive to school, Sam takes one last look around and listens to the sounds of her hometown. Sam goes back to the Rose Room to make changes to the valograms before going to class. When it's time for calculus, Sam gets there early. Mr. Daimler tries to flirt with her, but Sam tells him off for hitting on high school girls. Kent goes up to Sam after class to ask about the mysterious rose she sent him. The note that came with it told him to pay attention to his phone tonight so that he could save her if she needed him. Kent tells Sam that he can always count on her, and Sam fights the urge to kiss him. Sam breaks up with Rob at lunch. Rob acts mean, but Sam is glad to be done with him. Sam sees that Juliet has a single rose with her when she walks into the cafeteria. He changed the note on the rose to say, "It's never too late." When the girls get to the party that night, Sam tells them to go inside while she takes Lindsay's car home. They say no, but Sam tells them to trust her anyway. Sam sends Kent a text message telling him to pick her up at Lindsay's, which he does, but he doesn't ask any questions. When they get to Kent's house, Sam thanks him and gives him a passionate kiss. She tells Kent that he saved her life before jumping out of the car and going inside to the last party of her life. Sam waits in the doorway for Juliet. When she comes in, Sam tells her that she knows what she's going to do. Juliet gets scared and sneaks away from Sam into the woods. Kent walks up to Sam and asks why she kissed him and then left. Sam says she's sorry, but she doesn't have time to talk to him right now. She runs after Juliet, calling her name, and hears Kent calling her own name. Sam finally finds Juliet by the side of the road. Sam tries to convince Juliet not to cross the road, but he can't. Juliet runs into traffic, and Sam follows her. He pushes her out of harm's way, but then he gets hit by a car. As Sam lies dying in the road, she sees the face of Juliet above her. Sam sees a halo in Juliet's blonde hair, and even though Juliet says she can't believe Sam saved her, Sam knows that the opposite is true. In her last moments, Sam sees all the best parts of her life flash by quickly, one after the other. Sam says she isn't afraid to die and says that the moment of death is full of light, warmth, and beauty. She says that her readers will understand one day.
About the author. Lauren Oliver was born Laura Suzanne Schechter in Queens, an outer borough of New York City, and raised primarily in Westchester County, New York, in a town she has described as being very similar to the town of Ridgeview depicted in Before I Fall. The child of two literature professors, Oliver developed a love of reading at a young age, and after studying literature at the University of Chicago, she attended the prestigious Master of Fine Arts program in creative writing at New York University. Oliver worked in young adult publishing for years before leaving in 2009 to pursue writing full-time, and Before I Fall was published in 2010. The novel launched Oliver into a stardom, and she followed her successful debut with over 10 more novels, including the popular Delirium trilogy, a science fiction saga set in an alternate universe United States in which love has been classified as a disease. Oliver now resides primarily in Brooklyn, New York, where she founded and continues to operate Glasstown Entertainment, a media and content company that develops innovative storytelling across several media platforms including film, television, and novels.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.